Today we're going to be talking about a new product from Nitecore. This is the TM20K tactical searchlight, and it cranks out a whopping 20,000 lumens. So first of all, I just want to talk about the packaging. Packaging is very high quality, seems very Apple-esque in how it uses a very rigid cardboard and foam padding, foam cutout. Has a little box down here for the lanyard and the USB cord. And the TM20K actually comes with a magnetic flapped holster that can be attached to a bolt, a belt, or molly gear. So let's pull this thing out. This is a nice compact tactical searchlight, TM20K. It starts with a full CNC machined aluminum housing, which helps with cooling via these cooling fins up here. And I'll tell you, it does get hot. It also allows it to maintain an IP68 rating, which can be submerged in 2 meters of water. It's dust proof, and it can be dropped from a meter. The 50 millimeter head uses 19 Cree XP L2 LEDs, 18 around the outside and a single one in the center, which provides a spot beam, and then these 18 in the outside create the flood pattern. There are 3 selectable user modes right here with this toggle switch. There's a lockout feature, a daily feature, and a tactical feature, and they all have different purposes. The lockout feature does exactly like you'd expect. Locks it out from any incidental button pushes. The daily mode allows the light to be turned on with this metal power switch. You turn it on and it stays on, you push it again and it turns off. Whereas when you flip over to tactical mode, it is a momentary light. So you push, it turns on. When you let go, it turns off. Also located on the tail here is this little mode button that really kind of blends in. So what that does is once you turn the unit on, you can toggle through the different brightnesses, and there are 4 brightnesses. A 320 mode, which is just using the spot beam in the middle, and that'll last for 13 hours. A low mode, which is 1050 lumen, and that'll last for 4 hours and 15 minutes. A medium mode, which is 1900 lumens, and will last for an hour 45 minutes, and then the 3100 lumen high mode, which lasts for 45 minutes, and then it just toggles back down to the 320 as you go through them. The nice thing about the power switch is it keeps a memory, so when you turn it off, it'll turn back on the same power setting that you left it at. Now let's talk about the 20,000 lumen turbo mode. Right here on the back, there is I'd call it like a pedal. It's like an ambidextrous pedal that you can push from either side depending on which hand you're using. And it's just this little paddle that kind of spans across the back here. So from any mode, whether it's daily mode or tactical mode, you can access the 20,000 lumen turbo mode. And also there's a strobe mode that you can access by pushing down the turbo button and then hitting the mode button. And then you're in a dizzying strobe mode. So that would be, once again, holding the turbo button and a quick tap of the mode button here. These buttons are all kind of laid out so you can use it with one hand. Power button down here, mode button up here, and then the turbo button. So you can be using it with a weapon drawn. It's good for tactical use, industrial use, and I would say one of its best purposes would be search and rescue use. Although it does come with this big, hefty pocket clip, I'd say it's a little big to be carried in a pocket. It is 50 millimeters around. It's not designed to be an EDC light. It is definitely a searchlight intended to be used with the included magnetic lid holster. or you could use this pocket clip to maybe put it on a plate carrier or molly gear, search and rescue harness or something like that. This thing does get hot when you put it in turbo mode. I mean, that is hot to the touch almost immediately. Just to give you an idea of how hot it gets. At the heart of this is a pair of 21700 lithium ion batteries side by side in there. That's what gives it this kind of wide, thin, handheld profile rather than a longer tubular barrel with the two batteries stacked end to end. The pair of batteries is 9600 milliamps, and with the included USB-C cord, there's a recharging port right here on the back, and it takes about 4.5 hours if you have a quick charger to recharge this battery from dead to full. Additionally, on the back of the power button here, there's a little blue LED that indicates its state of charge as well as the battery state once you are using it. And all of this can be had for the low price of only $299.95. I know that sounds like quite a bit, but I've actually spent more than that on a very much lower powered Surefire light that had about the same build quality. So it's up to you. I would, like I said, I wouldn't consider an EDC light, but if you are in an agency, law enforcement agency, military, or search and rescue, this would be a great light for that. Now let's see if we can burn that leaf again. It's one hell of an LED. Make sure you stay tuned to the Gear Bunker. Go ahead and like and subscribe to us on YouTube, and you'll be notified anytime we put out new content like this. And we're also on Instagram and Facebook, and of course our website at thegearbunker.com. So we appreciate it, and stay tuned for the next review. This is Nitecore's TM20K, 20,000 lumen flashlight. Has 19 LEDs, 18 around the outside for a flood beam, and then that one in the center is a spot beam. We're going to turn it on in its lowest setting right here. That is just the center spot beam. And as we toggle through, you'll see that is low mode, medium, and high mode. Then you have the option to go to 20,000 lumen turbo mode, which is pretty ridiculous.